Stakes Group 3 over 1.5 miles. Harbinger was the 11-4 favourite. Firebet Progressive 3-1.
Master of the Horse, the last one forward for the BetFair Gordon Stakes over this 1.5 mile trip. And they're off. Big Bound jumped out alertly. The early pace is not frantic, with Urban Poet pushing on in the green colours to dispute what is a very pedestrian first furlong or so. In third place is Swindler and Tactic, as a few out wide try to negotiate their way in. Firebet is the one that's posted widest from that draw and currently is 3 deep on the outside of Harbinger. Just shuffled back on the inside was Montaf of Heliodor, and Master of the Horse is dropped out at the rear of the field. But the feature of the early stages, as Montaf is again badly squeezed on that bend, is the fact that it's a steady pace, and they literally are galloping into one another at the moment. Tactic racing in second place. Big Bound in the blue and yellow races in third. Harbinger, the pale blue with the white stripe on the face, on the outside of Swindler. In the noseband, the striped colours. Also nosebanded out wider is Firebet in the orange sleeves. Then Montaf, who now is on the left of the field and is pulling his way up into contention and making places on the inside. Master of the Horse and Heliodor still at the back of the field. Now Big Bound's rider, Jimmy Fortune, decides this isn't enough of a stamina test, and he moves back to the front and retakes the lead from Urban Poet. Montaf made ground during the last couple of furlongs. Racing Keenly has moved through into third. Tactic is fourth. Despite the fact Jimmy went on, it hasn't led to a notable increase in the tempo as they all manoeuvre for position. Firebet's towards the rear of the field as Master of the Horse begins to get a bit twitchy and begins to move up the outside. So now Tactic for the first time really begins to put a bit of pressure on the front end, and in company with Big Bound they stride on, and the tempo lifts for the first time as they begin the descent. In third and niggled along is Urban Poet ahead of Montaf, then Harbinger. Firebet just niggled on the inside of Master of the Horse as Tactic with the white face on the outside of Big Bound leads the descent towards the straight. A few pushing away in behind. Harbinger travels up well. Firebet just manoeuvred onto Harbinger's quarters. Then behind these we have Urban Poet, Master of the Horse down the outside. Tactic on the right still leads from Big Bound. Harbinger, Firebet and Master of the Horse all beginning their challenges together towards the outside. Then amongst horses Urban Poet, Swindler and Heliodor. Harbinger travelling up very strongly for Ryan Moore. Firebet working hard towards the outside but normally delivers. Then Tactic and Big Bound. Master of the Horse is asked to kick. Harbinger still leads from Firebet with still a furlong and a half to go. Heliodor, Master of the Horse, Tactic and Urban Poet. Harbinger is asked to stretch. He leads, he shifts over to the rails. A length is what he has over Firebet, who's digging in. Then Urban Poet rallying, coming back for more, but still Heliodor leads and is extending 2 lengths clear. Urban Poet rallying most bravely on the outside of Firebet, but again this goes to Sir Michael Stout and Ryan Moore. Harbinger won the Gordon Stakes. In second, just Firebet ahead, I think, of Urban Poet. That was quite close. Behind those Tactic, Montaf and Heliodor.
First number 3, Harbinger, the 11-4 favourite. Ryan Moore riding for Sir Michael Stout, won by length and 3/4 for number 2, Firebet at 3-1. Third was number 10, Urban Poet at 6-1. Nomina 7 and 9 ran. Harbinger has shown promise in both his previous starts and had been set for the King Edward VII Stakes at Royal Ascot until meeting with a training setback. He returned here in exciting style, always travelling well. He won with authority and is likely to do even better. The Great Voltigeur was marked out as a probable next start, although Sir Michael Stout expressed some doubts about the St Leger distance. Firebet probably progressed again, stepping up in grade and distance in this game. Horse is a great credit to all involved with him. There was also prominent in third from Urban Poet. Tactic, who finished fourth, is rated 105, and that gives you an idea of the form.